Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Stay Woke. My name is Xarma. How's everybody doing today? So what is up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Stay Woke. My name is Xarma. I don't know if you guys like that little guitar thing in the morning. I could cut it out completely. I believe that music is inspiration to the soul when it is played properly. I'm not the greatest, but I do like messing around with music. Love music. Music, I believe, can inspire a lot of positivity into us, but also, some songs can make us sad. And also different songs have different meanings to different people. So today, this week, actually, we've been going through the Four Agreements, the book, The Four Agreements. We had done the first two, which is to not take anything personally, and what was the first? Oh, to be impeccable with your word. So we're on the third one today, and the third one is to do not make assumptions. And I think this one's a good one because I tend to make assumptions a lot in life. I know a lot of people in relationships do that. Problem with making assumptions is that we believe them to be true. We believe what we assume that is truth when we assume it. That's why whenever we make assumptions, we're pretty much asking for trouble. But he speaks in this book and says that all the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. So it's always better to ask questions than to make assumptions, because he says in making assumptions, we set ourselves up for suffering, pretty much. Now, I did look up this word last night. It's the mitoti. The mitoti cause chaos in the mind. That's what the Toltec wisdom, what their beliefs is that the mitoti is chaos in the mind. It's like 1,000 people trying to speak at once, and that is what they says, which caused the misunderstandings and misinterpretations for when people assume. We don't perceive things the way they actually are because we're in that fog of perception, which is the mitoti. But an example for making an assumption he used in the book was, say that you go into the mall and you see somebody that you like. They look at you, they smile, and they walk away. Now, you could take a few assumptions from this. You could take that this person, oh my God, this person likes me, or you could take it as this person doesn't like me because they walked away, We make assumptions, and he uses a second example here as well, talking about getting married, and when you get married, people make the assumption that your partner sees marriage the same way that you see marriage. And then once you start to live together, you find out that that's not the case and it's not true. And then you come home from work one day, and then your significant other is angry, and you don't know why they are angry. Maybe they had made an assumption of something. So you don't know why, but without my significant other telling me, what she wants, and, makes an assumption that I just know her so well that I should know what she wants. Like I could read minds or something. Then she'll get upset with me because I am failing to meet her expectations. which I spoke on a video long back on expectations, that the breeding ground for offense is unmet expectations, and the breeding ground for unmet expectations is unexpressed expectations. So we have this need to justify everything, to explain and understand in order to feel safe. Millions of questions that need answers, and he says here in the book, it is not important if the answer is correct at all. It just that we have an answer makes us feel safe. Even if we hear something and don't understand, we make assumptions about what it means and believe our own assumptions. Why do we make all these assumptions? And this is a huge part of what I read in this, is because we do not have the courage to ask questions. Not everyone sees life the way that you do, or the same way that I do. And this is why we have a fear of being ourselves around other people, because, we think others are going to judge us, to victimize us, abuse us, and blame us, just as we do to ourselves in some cases. So even before others have a chance to reject us, we have already rejected ourselves. And this is from not asking the questions, not taking the time to ask the questions so we can actually get clarity and find answers. He uses this thing, like when somebody gets in a relationship, and they really like this person, but they don't want to see the things they only see what they want to see in the person. So if there's things that they don't like about the person, they don't voice it. They just keep it inside because they really like this person, and saying that my love is going to change this person. If others change, it's because they want to change, not because you can change them. I've learned that the hard way in life, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree with me on that point. So real love is just accepting other people for the way that they are without trying to change them. That's what real love is just accepting people just the way that they are. And if others feel that they have to change you, then that means, at least the way he puts it in this book, that means that they don't really love you just the way that you are. They're trying to change you and mold you into what they want you to be. So they don't love you the way that you are, is how he puts it in this book. So why be with someone if you are not the way that he or she wants you to be? So the way to keep myself from making assumptions in life is to ask questions. If I do not understand something, I need to ask questions so I don't make assumptions. I gotta build that courage up, whether I feel like I may be judged or blamed or whatever. I need to not assume. Because yes, when we assume, we believe that to be truth, and in most cases, it's not. It is the farthest thing from the truth, actually. So becoming aware, he says, is the first step of this, and what will really make the difference is when we start to take action on this. So once we begin to take action, that over and over again, it starts to strengthen our will, strengthen our minds. It nurtures the seed inside, and it establishes a new foundation for new habits to grow and begin. So you will begin to transform your lives. I know this day by day, in and out. It takes hard work. It's not easy, but what you need comes to you easily, because once you start working these agreements or steps in your life or other spiritual practices, what you need starts to come to you easily, because the Spirit's moving in you freely. And then he goes on and he says, this is the mastery of intent. This is the mastery of the Spirit. This is the mastery of love, the mastery of gratitude. This is the mastery of life. And this is the goal of the Toltec wisdom. And this is the path to personal freedom, which is what I want for you guys. And that's why I can't wait to dive into the book we're going into next. It's called The Seed of the Soul. I'm sure most of you spiritual people out there have heard of this book, The Seed of the Soul. It's a rather large book, so we won't be able to get through it as quickly, but at least we'll be able to get some information and be able to grow spiritually together. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know about those. I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you guys get to spend time with your loved ones. Have a happy holiday tomorrow. That all being said, don't take anything personally. Don't make any assumptions. Be impeccable with your word today. I love you guys. I believe in you guys. May the light fill your spirit. May peace fill you guys' mind. And love fill your hearts always. Stay woke out there.